Hi friends, welcome to Tutor's Funny channel. Today I am going to teach the full stack development project Django with Vue.js. Django, which is a backend application we are developing. Front end we are using the Vue.js. Let us show the demo first. So here, this is a full stack application using the Django and Vue.js. So first I am going to fill the form. Here, student name I am going to type John. Address I am going to type India. Fee I'm going to type for 14,000. Hit save button. Record saved. Newly saved record has been shown here in the table successfully. You can see here, right? Now, if you want to edit the record, click the edit button here. Record has been go here. If you edit this record, Krishan here to go here. If it's a James, here it goes here. Now I'm going to edit the record as James. This one. I'm going to edit James. This one India. I'm going to type as USA. UK here 33,000 and this one click update button, record updated. You can see here James UK 33,000. It updated successfully. It's working perfectly well. Now I'm going to delete the record. This is John. I'm going to delete. Click delete button. Okay, here record has been deleted. Right? This simple full stack development using Django with Vue.js, we will study step by step. We'll see. I have already given this website link in my video description. You will be able to go to this documentation. So here Django. First, we have to install the Django information. First, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my G drive. Here I'm going to make the new folder. Here I'm going to get the folder Django projects. Right. Inside the folder, I'm going to make my Django projects. Right. Now here, type the command cmd. Open the command prompt. Here, inside this folder, I'm going to create my CRUD application. So, how to create the CRUD application? First, we have to install the Django project. So, how to install? You have to install the Django application in your machine. You type by the command pipe install Django. This is the version I'm going to install equal 3.% right. It installed successfully. Now we have created the project. Now I'm going to create the project, right? So we have to, when you create the Django project, we have to give the name of the project. So I'm going to give the name school project. Okay, you can give any project name, right? So I'm going to type Django admin start project. We have to create the name of the project school. I just give the name as school project. You can give any name of the project slash space your dot, right? Okay, this is how we have created the project. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right, now let's check on the folder structure. Here your project has been created, school project. This is a managed p. Here we have run the application. Here you can open it. Here these are the file has been created, right? Okay, now what you're going to do is go back to a folder. Now let's run the project and check in Django, right? So how to run the project? You have to using this following command: Python manage dot this extension run server. So this is a file we have to run it here. This is a file manage.p. Now I run the file. Now this they given the URL. I just copy this URL, paste it over here, press enter key. Here your Django project is congratulations. You will be able to see the welcome page. It's working perfectly in your machine. Right. Now let's move into our project. Right. Now we have our Django configuration successfully. Now let's make let's install the MySQL into our Django project. So how to install? Pipe install MySQL, py MySQL, right? So let's go. This is our running project. Just Control C, press Control on the Control key down on your keyboard and Control C on your keyboard. Now I just stop the project. Now I'm going to type this command: pipe install py, mean Python extension MySQL, right? MySQL installation successfully. Now, if you have any problem with the here, this one they are telling to the release the Python something upgrade problem, the MySQL version some upgrade problem. You have running pipe install MySQL upgrade, right? Upgrade, okay. MySQL, right? MySQL upgrade, right? Run this command. Right, okay. Couldn't find the version, right? It's no problem. Okay, they are right. Okay, this new version is installed, right? That's no problem. Okay, right. You have to type this command: php pipe install MySQL update, right? After that, let me create the virtual environment, right? The virtual environment we have to create it in Python. So how to create the virtual environment? You have to type this by this command: Python /m vnv env. This is the file. This is the folder name you have given. Okay, virtual environment. So that you have created the environment env. I just create. If you want, you can write it over here environment. Okay, you have to. I have written here short form of env. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right. You have to wait until the environment is created. Now it will be created. You can see. Now here what I'm going to do is you can go to your folder structure. Here you can see there is an additional file has been created, which is a env. If you double click and open the folder, here you can see the script, lib, include. There are 3 different files are created. Inside, if you go to inside the script, there will be the activate. Here you have to activate the our virtual environment. Here you have to run this file. So how to run this file? You have to go inside this script. You go inside this script. So let's go to the script. So cd, you have to write the command cd. You have to go. Now we are in the Django project. Now we are go inside the Django project. So inside Django project, we have a folder called env. That's folder we have go. Inside the env folder, we have another folder which is a scripts. We have to go like this. Press enter key. Now we are in the folder where scripts. Here. Now we are in the scripts folder. Right? That's how you have got the script folder. Now I'm going to activate the file. So how to activate it is you have to type the command which is activate. Right. Now here it will be activated. If you are activated, you can see here env. Now we are running the project in the virtual environment. Here env. Now you can see, right? Perfect. Now I'm going to go back to this Django project. So how to back to the Django projects. Now you are in the scripts. Now here you are in the here. Your file project is created in the Django project, right? Now you are in the script folder. Now I want to backward to your Django project here. So how to backward? So you have type cd here. Type this. You simply you have to backward it. Here you're coming here. Now what I'm going to do is, here this is a virtual environment. Now we have set the virtual environment successfully. In the virtual environment, we didn't install the Django, right? So here already we installed Django. So after set the Django virtual environment, we didn't install. So we have to install the Django. So how to install the Django? You write the command pipe install Django. We have to specify the version. 3 point. Okay, the same thing. Okay, right. Now you can see here your Django is now installing as a virtual environment. Okay, this is how we have to do the project. Okay, this is a structure. Okay, right. You have to all the packages get installed successfully. After that, we have to create the app. Okay, now I'm going to create the app. My Django project is created successfully. I'm going to create the app. So what I'm going to do is, we already here Django is installed. Here we have project is created, school project. Now here I'm going to create the app. So we have typed Python manage start app, which name is student. I'm going to create as student. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right. Now it will be created. Right. Student app will be created. You can see here. Here student app is created. Now what I'm going to do is this project I'm going to open on the VS Code editor. I'm going to open on the VS Code. So how to open the VS Code editor? You have to go to the folders. This is your file structure. All the folder and file structure is there. Go here. So type cmd command. Otherwise, here already you have to. Here also we have to open code space dot. You have to open it over here. Now here your Visual Code Editor is open. All the files, 10 folders open on the VS Code Editor successfully. If you are not download the VS Code Editor, you must download it. You go to the Google and type VS Code Editor downloads. You will be able to download the VS Code Editor. Okay, here, right? This is a professional editor for writing the Django codes. Right, to Django, all the program code you will be able to write it. Right. Perfect. Now you open successfully. Now first what I'm going to do is, this is your main project here, school project. Here, okay, so this is your, here you have student app. This is inside the project we have created as a student app. Now the student app, you have to go here, you can see here app.php. So this is a configuration file. We have this app, we have to run it here, student app we have to running. So we have to given into our, we are setting the setting, we have to do it here as this project. So here inside the school project there is a setting.py. Here you have to go inside apps. Here what are the dependencies you are installed, you have to mention here. Okay, they are all dependencies and modules. Right. Now I'm going to install the, we have created the app module here. We have to configure here. So how to configure? First you have to write a folder name, which is what is a student app dot apps dot, here go over here, this apps student configure. The app name is, which is student app. You have to give correctly what is the name. This is a folder name which is student app dot apps. This is the predefined one. Apps dot student app configure. Your student app configure are getting from where? Here this is apps file. Here this is a class. You have to mention. This is how the configuration running. That's the thing you have to write. After done the stuff, file, save or. This is the thing here, you must do it. This is very must. Okay, the Django project is running now. This app. Okay, now you are configuring what is the app you are creating. You are configuring into your main project, which is a school project. Here you are configuring, right? You are configured over here, right? Now what I'm going to do is, back to our documentation. We have configured successfully the settings.py. Settings.py means this one. Settings.this extension settings file, right? Py means this is an extension. This is a Python extension, right? After done the stuff, let me create the models, right? Models mean what are the fields you are going to create on the database. Okay, we have what are the fields you are going to create the database, right? Now let's create the database first, right? Here, let's create the database first. If you are not installed the XAMPP server in your machine, you must install the XAMPP server. I already installed, right? So we have to go to the XAMPP download. Go and download this one. Okay, download and install in your machine. I already installed. So let's run the localhost phmyadmin. If you run it, it's our XAMPP dashboard is open. all the what are the database you have created, it all the things are so on. Now I'm going to create a new database, right? I'm going to create the new database, right? Okay, here I'm going to create the new databases. EBT. Okay, EBBT, right? This is the database I'm going to create. EBBT, right? Okay, whatever name you can create the database. I just create the name as EBBT, right? So if you want, I'm going to create as SMS. I'm going to create a database. It's simple. SMS. I'm going to create this because student management system, right? A school management system. I'm going to create as I just create as school management system SMS, right? Okay. Right. Now let's click create. My here the SMS. This my database is created. Student management systems, right? Okay. I just simply create the name. My database is created successfully. Now what I'm going to do is after that, my database created successfully, right? Now we have inside my database, which name is SMS. Inside the database, we have created the tables. So stable, first table I'm going to create as students table. So we have created by the models. We have to import the models, right? So this model, just copy this file, these all things back to my model section. Here inside the app, student app, there is a model files. So here we have to paste it. Okay, so if I write return and explain, it take too much of time to complete the project. Okay, so first you have a class. What's the class? Student. Okay, if you have a if you have 2 or 3 models, you have to create another models, which is a teachers and courses. Okay, you have to implement it like this. So here I have only one model, which is a student models.model. These are the fields available in our we are going to create. Okay, what are the fields reside on our students tables? Those are name, address, and fee. So we type name, address, and fee equal models. Char fields mean this is the data type you have to write. Char fields. So max length, we have to import the max length, right? Max length. Address also we have to import the max length over here. Fee is a integer fields. Okay, so that we have to write as the integer fields. Okay, this is the data types. We have written the database integer fields. These are the text, so we have to write as char fields, right? Okay, that's the thing here. After done the stuff, let's save all, right? Okay, we are successfully created the models. Right, now let's back to our documentation. Now let's here we have to import the cross. This one should be if you are connect with the front end or any other third party, you have to connect it with. You have to enable that. You have to using the cross headers. So here this one we have to enable it through. So because we have to install that. So back to my project, that install that. So you type the command which is a pipe install Django cross headers, right? Right, it is installed successfully. Okay, so you no need to install this all the things I already given. You just copy and paste and install it. Okay, then if you have any spelling mistake, it won't install. So that you just copy here all codes are given. You just copy and paste it over here. You have to install without a spelling mistake. Right. After that, we have to install the REST framework as well. This also we have to copy this here. I just copy and paste it over here. Pipe install REST framework. This is we have to connect with the REST framework, RESTful API, right? So we have to import the particular dependency. So you have to import type pipe install Django REST framework. Press enter key. Right. This is also the install. Right. Perfect. Right. Now, if you install, now we have installed 2 things. One is a cross that cross this one, this one. Second one is a REST framework. We have to add these dependencies. Okay, this dependency we have to add. So here, just the 2 dependencies. So how to add these 2 dependencies? This I copy this one. We have to go to my settings. The setting we have. This is a very important file. The settings import file in Django. Here we have configured the database connection and we have a dependency. If you have installed any new dependency, so all the things you have to configure over here, right? Now we have installed 2 different dependencies. One is a REST framework dependency as well as a cross. So we have to go, this is the install app. Here you have to define those here cross header. Another one is a REST framework. You have to do like this. Okay, professionally you have to do like this. Right. After that, we have a middleware as well. Here also this cross dependency, we have a given this one as well. The middleware we have to add it. Okay, then only we will be able to connect the front end framework. The front end framework means this is the RESTful API. You have to connect it as Angular or no, React or Vue.js or any other front end framework. You have to enable these things. Cross-header, you have to enable this. Right. Perfect. Right. Okay, you have get the code from here. Simple. Right. Okay. Right. Now after that, the settings, you have to enable these two things. Cross-origin, you have to enable these two lines. You just copy it. Cross-origin allow through. This one allow through. Back to my project structure. I just put it to below. That's it. Cross-origin allow through. We have to allow through. Then we will be connect with this project. Any other frontend. This is the backend in Django. Django is a backend framework. If you are wish to connect with any front-end framework, if you have all the things, if you make it true, you will be able to connect with any other front-end framework. These are the changes you must do it. Okay, this is very must. Okay, you have to do it. Okay, connect with RESTful framework. Right. Now let's back to the project. Now I'm going to do the another thing is the serialization. Serializer. You have to create the serializer. So I'm going to create the serializer. Here, select our. I'm going to serializer file. I'm going to create inside the student app. Okay, here student app. You have to serializer. Select this one. Right click, new file. Here I'm going to paste this one. Serializer. Right. Okay. Here, this following code I'm going to paste it. Here, the complete this model. I'm going to serialize this model. You have to serialize here. You have to serialize students here. Students app dot models. This models import student. This is all the class model class. Okay, here I'm going to serialize. Okay, you have to serialize all the fields. You are given if it is all to all the fields. What are the fields are there? These are all the fields. I'm going to serialize. Okay, you have to serialize. You have to make the serializer class serializer. First you have to import, where you have to tell them. First you have to import the REST framework serializer. After that, from student app, this is student app folder. Inside the folder we have a models files. Models, import models. Inside the model, what are the class? Student class. You have to tell them here student class student serializer model serializer. You have to, this is a model which is a student. Here this is a model class which is student. You have to specify over here. That's it. That's the thing you have to do it. Right. Now let's back to project. Now we have done the things. Now let's configure the let's establish a connection to MySQL database. We already created the MySQL database. We already installed the MySQL database. Now what I'm going to do is we have to make the database connection. So we have to we have to type this URL. So you have to type this code. Okay, pipe install dj database URL. I just copy this line back here, paste it here. Pipe install dj database URL. Right? What is the meaning of this database URL? I'll be explaining. Don't worry about this. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now it will be here. It will be installed successfully. After that, you have to, this one also you have to install pipe install MySQL client. Right? In order to establish the database connection between Django and MySQL. Right? Pipe install MySQL client. Press enter key on your keyboard. Now here it also connected successfully. Now these two lines I'll be explaining it. Don't worry. This if you are not install this DJ database URL, you are unable to establish the database connection. Okay, these two things are must, right? So you just copy it. I back to my project settings. Here we all the database configuration and dependency configuration. All things are do by one file, which is settings. Okay, settings, right? So here you can see there is a separate area in the settings file. There is a database. Here, if you want to connect with the PostgreSQL, you have to make the connection here. If it is a MongoDB, you have to make the relationship over here, right? Now at the moment we are using the MySQL. So here I already explained the MySQL URL over here, right? Here this we already installed. So you already import DJ database URL, right? So here we already installed. So now you have to import DJ database URL. After that, database default, you have to write dj url.parse. Here you have to give the path where your database is resided. So my database is resided where localhost server. So you write like this in Django. You have given MySQL /cat root at localhost slash, this is your database, which name, what is the database I have created? SMS. You have to give the database name, what is the database created. If you have created a different database over here, you have to given what is the database created over here. I have created SMS, so that I have given here SMS. If you have created a different database, you have given the name, what's the name you have created. That's it. Now let's file save out. I hope you understand the things. This is how we have established a database connection in between Django and MySQL. Right. Perfect. Right. Now let's back to our project documentation. Now let's run the migration command in order to create the database table. So we have to run this command. Okay, so you run this command to create this one. So you write Python managed by make migration. Okay, so here this Python manage all the things are there here in this file. Okay, if you want to run the project, you have to type this file name. Okay, when you migrate the tables, all the things are, you have to write this Python migrate manage. Here make migration. Press enter key on your keyboard. Right here it will be created successfully. Here it will be created successfully student model. Here you can see here. Now after that you have to run the command Python manage migrate. Now if you run this command Python manage migrate, press enter key. Now here your database table, all the things are created successfully. Now let's go here. Here there's no tables are there. After you run the migration command, you are tested here. All the things are created. Here this is your table. Okay, here this is table has been created successfully. Right. Now what I'm going to do is your table has been created successfully. All the things are there. Now here there is another thing, a view. Okay, right? So that I just copy this line. I have to explain. Don't worry. The simple code. Okay, here go to the here inside the app. We no need to create the file. Here the view.view. Here I'm going to create this code. Don't worry. Right? Now here we are accessing the RESTful API. So all the things we are made by the JSON response. So we already installed the which one? So we have installed the REST framework. So we have installed the REST framework successfully. Here I told how to install REST framework here by typing this command. So the REST framework I installed, you have to write these lines. Okay, REST framework parse JSON parser, we have to write lines. HTTP response, right? So after that we have to write from student to the student app, yes, serializers. Serializer, import the student serializer. Okay, student serializer, you can import serializer. After that, you have to write student app dot models. Tab is the models, a student model. Okay, this is a student model, right? So here, what I did here so far, when you are add the record or view the record, so edit the record or delete the record, we are communicated with the database via the models. So where are the models? This is a model. So you have to communicate with the models. So we have to given the path where your models and serializer is resided. So you have to establish here over here, right? After that, we have tried the create the function student API, right? Okay, we have to API request. So here you can see this one should be, if you want to get the records, you have to view the records. We have to use in the get method, right? Get method. We have create the variable student. This is the student model. The student model. Where's the student model? This is student model. Okay, so models student model. So that we have to create the model student model. Object all means you have to get all the data from the student model. Okay, what is the data you are saved over here? We have retrieved all the data and we are assigning over here, right? After that, we have to write the student variables. Student, we have to create another variable serializer. Student serializer, we have written here student serializer, right? After that, we have to get this all the data we have to load it, right? We have to load it over here and we have to load it and we have to get the response response as a JSON format. So we get the response as a JSON response. Okay, here we have load from we have to call it here and student is a pass it here, right? We have to get all the data. Okay, here what I did here is student mean this is a student model. This is a model is a part we are communicating with the database and get the data. We have to fetch the data from the database and pass into this variable. After that, we have to create the variable which is a student serializer. We have serialized all the values. So serialize the values. So here, try the serializer class. You have to already define the serializer class over here. You have to serialize. Okay, serialize. And this, what is the data you are getting? You are passing here. This data it will be serialized to assign to the variable student serializer. After that, you return the response as a JSON response. So you have to pass it over here. It will be when you are type on the particular URL get, if your action is get, it will be your data, all the data will be formatted as a JSON response format, right? The same thing you have to do over here. If you are going to save the record, the method should be post. So this is all the same thing. You have to get the variable student data. This is also the JSON format. You have to type on the JSON format, JSON parser, JSON format. Here also, when you save the data also, we have to write as a serialize. Here also serialize, what is the data you're typing? It's put in it, serialize, right? This all things valid. Okay, it will be checked. It's valid. Here there is a student serializer. There is a predefined method called save. After that, the record will be saved. It will be show the text as a JSON. So here written as JSON response record added. That's all. The same thing. Right? If there are any problem here, failed, student record added failed. And that's it. Okay. Right. After that, you can see another thing is put student data. This one, when you update the record, it will work the put method. Right. So here you can see here the same thing like add data. Here also we have set all the things as well, right? So along with the ID, what's the record you are going to add? You get, sorry, edit. You have to get the particular row ID. So here get the ID and edit the record, right? So if there are any problem, it will be throw the error, failed to update. But the delete also we have to get the ID of the particular row and here there will be the function is a delete. It will be deleted, right? All things we are set to deleted, right? So update the add record, save record, and update record. The save method, only the save method. The existing record we are going to change again so that the save method will be work. The delete also they are the record delete, right? Okay, okay. This is how we are working the things. Perfect, right? This one should be the get data, post data, edit data, and delete data. Now let's go back to our URL access. Here we are going to the handling with the URL management, so which is the routes, right? So routes also here we have to move these files. No need them. These all things are removed. Now here I'm going to and these routes. The routes, right? Right. Okay. So here this is the route. So here right from student app. This is student app views, right? So URL students, your type student view, student API, here we have write like this. If you write like this, you will be able to edit the record and update the record and delete the record. All things it will be manage these routes, Okay, this URL. So you have to write like this. Okay, right. Now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Right. So let's run the command to let's run the command. So how to run the command? You write like this: Python manage server. Right. So you write the command to run the app and check whether it's working fine or not. Right. Let's check. Python manage. Keep in your mind. Right. Run server. Okay. These are all the things. Okay. If you want to be a good Python developer, you have to remember this command how to run the Django project. So Python manage run server, right? Press enter key on your keyboard. I'm getting one error. What is the error? Wait, I think I didn't save the project or something. All the things saved. Now here you got the error. You have one single quotation. You have to mark it here. I have closed it the single quotation. That's the error. Okay. If you are getting any error, you must read it here. It will be clearly explained where the error is coming from. Here Django Serializer means this is the file. Here this is the line you are getting here. This is a line. They are clearly explained. Now you have to easily solve there, right? Now let's file save all. Now again you have to run that. Okay, so let's reload it. Control C. You have to press Control C. So you have to stop that and you have to reload it again. Here now it's working successfully. Like just this is your this API, right? So just copy it. I'm going to start my post. If you are not to install the Postman in your computer, you must install the Postman. Okay, where you tested the APIs, right? So this is the best tool for testing the APIs, right? Now I'm going to this is the API, right? Now I'm going to test it, right? So I'm going to again add it here. This is I'm going to test it over here, right? Right. This is the right. This is the URL you're getting right here. Once you run, you are getting here. This is the URL, right? Now here you can see go to your project. You can go here URL. If the URL is coming student, you write student. The URL is coming student. Send. There's no data. We haven't added any data. So that the student is blank. So if you go back to our database and check it, students table, nothing. So I'm going to add the data. So you have to write a post request. So you have to go to the body, you have to add the data. So we have to form data, sorry, body, you have to write the row, you have to write the data, right? So here, this how we have to add the data. So here, you have to write JSON format, open bracket and close bracket. You have to write what are the fields are there. You have to add the particular fields. So what are the fields? You have tested here some model. So you have to write name, address, and fee. Okay, so these are the database fields. So you have to write inside the double quotation mark, you have to write name, address, and fee. You have to write like this, colon, here values. What is the value you are going to insert? So I'm going to insert the values, name, I'm going to insert as John, address India, age 35, right? You have to select this one. Okay, here if you defaultly come as none, your select as a row, then only you are getting here. This one I am writing. Very simple, you have writing here. So if you want to write here, open close bracket, simply you write name, colon, you write John. Okay, right? You write like this, simple. Okay, right? If you are writing in string, take too much of time. That's why I just copy and paste. You write how to write. I just explain, right? Now if you are send record error. If you go and back to your database and check it, here record error successful. It's working perfectly well. Now it's working perfectly well, right? Now if you want to view the records, so how to view the records? How to view the records? We have to, if you add the records, you have to work this post request. If you get the records, you have to write the get request. So you have to get, so get send here. What is the record you added? You are getting this. So you want to add that the another records will be set Peter India 45 J, sorry, 4400. This is a fee. You have set the fee. Record error successfully. get method here. Now we have two records added. One is a Peter, another is a John. Now I'm going to go to edit the record. So how to edit the record? We have to write a slash. What's the ID? I'm going to add the record to Peter. So to Peter, so write James. India, I'm going to make it as USA. That's it. This is one should be you make sure this is a put request. So when you update the record, make sure this is a put request. When you delete, it's delete request. So you have to make the method. You have to carefully. You have, okay, right? You have to make it as when you edit the record, you have to change it as a put. Right. Record updated successfully. Now let's back to get. Check it here. Peter James. It's USA. It's successfully changed. It's successfully changed. Now I wish to delete the record. So I'm going to wish to delete the record as John. So how to delete the record? You have to select as delete /1, which is John. Click send. Record deleted successfully. Now we are please check it. Get. We have only one record left, right? This how we have to. Now let's check the database as well here. Only one record left, right? Now this how we have make the CRUD application using RESTful. Hi, we successfully complete the backend part. Let me start the front end part, which is a Vue.js. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here have a documentation. Okay, so this is the all the source code you will be able to download over here. Right here, install the Vue. Right, so Vue. Okay, so how to install the Vue? You have to type by this command. I just copy this command back to my project directory. This is my Django project. Here, open the terminal. Type here address bar on CMD. Paste it over here. npm install -g view CLI. Press enter key. Don't wait until the configuration has been completed. After set up the Vue CLI, let's create the new project on Vue.js. So how to create the new project? Vue init webpack your project name. I have given here as frontend. If you want to give any project name which is a school frontend, okay, any office frontend, bank frontend, you will be able to give here. I just copy this one. Go back to my command prompt here. Here I am going to paste it. Press enter key on your keyboard. You have to wait until the project is created. Right. Project name I leave it as blank. I don't need them this at the moment. Right. View install View router. Yes. I need yes. Standard. Yes. You have to select as yes karma. Okay. Here how to select this one? You have to get help from up arrow and up and down arrow. Okay, so I get down arrow. Press enter key on your keyboard. Yes, npm. Right now it start installing the dependencies. You have to wait until all the dependencies get installed. Now here my project is installed successfully. You will be able to see here front end. It's created successfully. Now here open up the folder. So cd frontend, cd frontend. Press enter key. Now you go inside this folder. Now you went inside this folder. Now I'm going to run it. So how to run? Type by the command npm run dev. You have type by the command. Now here it initializes your app. Okay, you have to see the welcome page of the Vue.js. You go by this URL. Right here, your welcome page is successfully open up your welcome page. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is your welcome page is open successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to configure that. I'm going to do the designs part as well. Right. Now let's back it. Now I'm going to go here. This is a front end. I'm going to open it. CMD code space dot. This front end I'm going to open on the VS Code editor. Right. Now what I'm going to do is here first I'm going to go to src folder. Inside the src folder, we have a we have default created the hello world. This is the default component which is created. Right. I'm going to create a new component. Right. That is a student view. Right. So here you can see this is the index.html. This is the file. It's a single page application of Vue.js. So here we have to add the bootstrap style first. So go to the respective website which is a bootstrap. So you just go to the Google, type bootstrap, click on this. You will be redirected to the bootstrap main website. Click on this CDN, back it, paste inside that tag the style you have paste it. Now file save all. Now style has been successfully pasted. Now what I'm going to do is go to the component. This is a component. Right click new student view. Student dot view which is an extension of Vue.js. Right. Okay. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is uh, I'm going to here. This is a simple. I have created the view. Okay, the new component has been created. This all the things I will be explain here. How to create here is you can go to the hello view. So hello view, we don't need this style and everything. We have to get rid of these lines. We don't need them. Hello view, right? We don't need the styles. So this is just a template. This template, I just get rid of these lines. We don't need them. All the lines I just get rid of this. Right now here the okay. So this is here. If you are go to this hello world, this is the welcome page we have seen. Okay. So this hello welcome screen as template. Inside the template, you have to make the design of HTML. Right. So after that, there is a JavaScript. So you have right here. Now here, if you undo it, you will be able to see here. Here, this is JavaScript. Okay, this is JavaScript. Okay, here this is a blank. This is blank JavaScript. This one is our HTML, right? The same thing you have to do here. I just copy this one. You have to paste it over here. Here you have to style your HTML page design. Here your logic. Logic means your code part you have to do, right? So here, now I will be explaining. Inside the template, we have to do the HTML design, right? JavaScript, inside the script, we have to do the our logic, right? In the front, right? I just copy and paste it. I will be explaining, right? Now we have an idea. Here, this is a template starting here, right? Template starting here, template closing here. Right. Inside the template, we have created the form design. So first we have to create the container. Inside the container, we have designed the card design. Card design, we have heading. We have recorded the heading as student registration. We have to implement the small form design. You will be able to see the small form design we have to implement it, right? So the form consists of three fields. One is a student name, address, and fee. Okay. So here you can see that we have declared three input box. Here student name, address, and fee. So here you can see it's a V model. So this is a two-way binding we are implemented. Okay, the V model. This is a two-way binding of Vue.js. What is the meaning by the two-way binding? Okay, so here we have a logic. Logic means it's a JavaScript. This is our logic, right? The HTML design starting the template over here. Okay, after complete the HTML design, you have to close it. After that, you have to open the script. Script, we have Vue.js. We have Vue.js, right? Vue.js, the XOCS. Okay, we have to install them. Okay, now we are not yet install it, right? So after that, you have to configure we have to call the XOCS. Then only we will be communicate with the RESTful API, right? Now you export. First, you have to give the project name. After that, we have a variables. ID, name, address, and fee. The name, address, and fee. So okay, what I did here is, what's the name here? This is student. Okay. We have to give the student name, student address, student fee. These all things you are typing here. Student name, address, and fee. What's the value on typing on this text field? Student name text field. It will be stored in this variable, this two-way binding. What's the address? It will be assigning here. Fee, it will be assigning here. So all the variables are coming here and storing here, right? That's how it will be working, right? After that, when you go to add the records, so here this is the save data API. Okay, so here when you fill this form, click the save button, it goes to save data function. You have right on click like this way, it's going to save data. You get the details and XOCS post is called the respective API. Okay, this respective API we have to get here the respective API. It's go and store the data. So it's a post method. This API. What's the data values? This dot student mean the student all the data. Right? What is the form value you are typing? This is all the data. If you click save button, so all the data what you are typing, it will be stored here. So if you are calling this dot student, it will be goes to the particular API and add the data into a database. After add the data, alert message displayed, saved, student table load, all the form value will be clear. Okay, this here it will be clear. Okay, it's clear. Right. Okay, that's the thing, it will be right. After that, what I'm going to do is we have to load the data. Right? So load the data, where we have load the data is this is a form. This is simple HTML form. So here we no need to write here. If you are this industrial experience, we have to go to the Bootstrap website. Here to just put it here Bootstrap form. Here you will be getting the form design over here. This simple form design you will be able to get it. You just copy and paste in your project. You will be able to configure the fields. What are the fields you need? Right? That's how you are getting. Same thing if you need the Bootstrap table, you go to the Google and type Bootstrap table. Here, if you go to the Bootstrap table here there are various designs are there. You pick them one of them and you have to put it to your project. That's it. That's the thing you have to do it. Right? Now here what I did here is here one thing you are getting here. These are table heading. Student ID, student name, address, and here we have a fee option fee. Right? So here what I did here is inside the T body, what I did here is we have to write the for loop and loop the student. Okay, we have to loop the student. Here what is the result you are getting? Right, so here first you can see here it's a method. We have to get the method here student load. Inside the student load, we have to retrieve the data from the database. By achieve this, you have to use the get method. So he said use the get method to achieve the data. So send here data will be coming. It's a get method. So you have to write get method, get the data passing assigned to the page, right? So this page, okay, this data is reside on here. Now it's coming to the data. So data, what the data is coming here, it is assigned to the result. This result, getting the result. Okay, if you are getting the result, so if you are getting the result, pass one by one here. Okay, right, pass by one by student ID, student name, address, and fee. Right. After that, we have this save this student data we have copy calling here student edit and remove. Right. This is a table data. It consists of edit and delete buttons. Okay, if you want to edit the data, if you click the edit button, it goes to the form and you will be able to change the data. After click the update button, record has been updated. If you want to remove the data, there is a button on the row remove delete. Click on the delete button, record has been need to delete. Okay, it goes to the particular function to achieve this. Right, first you have to look at the edit. If you click the edit button, it goes to edit data. Right, it all the records will be passing the relevant form. After make the changes, click the update data, record go to the particular update along with the ID and record has been updated. It is a put method. Okay, here the method only the changed. Right. Okay, after that we have to make the remove delete button. If you click the delete button, it goes to the respective function which is a remove. Delete. Right, this goes to remove function. This goes to particular API. This API I am going to this API. Only that we have a API wrongly type. Sorry, we have typed the API correctly here. Right, here also I am giving here. Okay, you have used both way, this way or this way. That's why I comment it. You can use this way or this way. Okay, that depends on your choice. Okay, right, you will be able to deal this way or this way. I have enabled this way. If I have comment it, okay, so we have used these two ways. After delete that, table has been loaded. That's the thinker simple stuff you have to return. Simple codes. Okay, this is all the source code I provide you. You go step by step this course and you will be able to understand. Very simple, right? Before that, we have to install this XOCS. That is must. How to install them in Vue.js? To type on Google XOCS in Vue. That install the Vue. Go to XOCS Vue here. This one. That install here. This is the ES6 model. You have to install this one. Just back it here. Yeah, I open the terminal over here, right? You open the terminal over here, right? Right. You have to install it over here, right? You have to wait until the XOCS installation completed. This is must, right? Right. It begin install all the plugins, right? After that, what I'm going to do is here, we have to go to the route section. This is a route section. You can see here the route section. Okay, we have route section. Uh, when the page is open up, we have to see all the your project. So we have to configure the project first, right? Now let's back to our right. It is installed successfully. Now let's back to our route section. Here the routes folder, index.js. So this is the default one. The welcome page is displayed. Instead of the welcome page, we are setting to our page. So this one, we don't need them. You have here student. You type student. This is a component which is student. Right, student. The student component. Right, student component. So implement the our where it will be resided. You have to give the path over here. Student component resided. The student you have to write inside the component folder. Student. Okay, this student this inside the component folder we have created the view as student. We have to give the path correctly. That's the thing you have to do it. Right. Now file, save all. Right now all the things have been made successfully. Now let's run the project again. We already run the project. Here's the project is when the project is started. We already run it. Right now let's check whether it's working fine or not. Front end, right? It's coming. So here this logo we no need them. The Vue.js logo. How to remove this logo? Here go to the main dot. Sorry, not here. Say index app view. Here app view. This is a main logo. The app view this file is running. We keep only route view only. Okay, so the logo we no need. Save all. Now let's back it here. Your project is configured successfully. Okay, what is the data is there? It is coming successfully. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the new data. Student name. I'm going to address John. Address India. Fee we have type as 12,000. Save. Record is saved. John here India. Record is saved. John India. If you have to update the record, click edit button. Goes here. You will be able to John Peter USA 22,000. Click update button. Here record has been updated. Here USA record has been updated. If you want to delete the record, click delete button. Record has been deleted. Okay, here it refreshed. Right. I hope you guys you understood things well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.